Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video. Today is a draw with me, and it's the first video of the year, and I thought we could talk about being cringe, as this is my favorite hobby, is to be cringe. So let's get into it. I guess a happy New Year's are in order. I hope everyone is starting off with a good new year. It's the year of the horse, so I'm the year of the horse, so I really hope it's my year. Let's hope. I don't really believe in that stuff though, but maybe I should. Anyway, today we're talking about being cringe, and I just think it's so freeing. Why not be cringe? Today I'm drawing a self-insert character, and I don't really think it gets more cringy than that, and it's freeing, okay? It's fun to pretend you're in another universe and not this crazy one. Have you seen what's going on in the world? Yeah, you might want to be in another one for a little bit. Though, I was gonna name this self-insert after me, but then I was like, she became her own character, so I did end up naming her Jane instead. But she would be in the Pit universe, and the Pit is an HBO show, and one season goes through 15 hours of one shift, and it's crazy, and you're probably like, Mandy, why would you want to be in a show like that? Well, it's weirdly comforting. And you again might be like, what's comforting about a show like that? But if you grow up in hospitals and no one takes you seriously until you're nearly dying and there's a code blue on you, it's comforting to see a doctor that actually cares and has emotions. One of the characters named Mel literally cries for one of her patients, and it's just comforting to see that doctors have actual feelings. Though, who knows, because again, the show is fictional, and I've seen plenty of doctors that act like I am just a cog in their busy schedule. That's also another weird, cringy thing about me, is that when I get nervous or am saying something uncomfortable, I start singing it so it doesn't sound as sad. I don't know why I do it or who I learned it from. It's just something I do. Again, it's very comforting to sing though. So again, another reason to be cringe. It's fun. Just be cringe, and we'll normalize the cringiness, and we'll all be free. 2026 is the year of cringe. Forget what I said about it being the year of the horse. It's the year of the cringe. And if you think about it, horses, My Little Pony, and My Little Pony is known to be a very cringe fandom. Don't worry, I'm not a hater against the cringe. I am a pony fan. I even made a pony sona too, okay? So I'm not dissing you when I say that. I'm just saying, year of horse, My Little Pony, cringe, year of cringe? Yes! Can you tell this video isn't scripted because I am all over the place? Anyway, if you want to hear about the OC, I should probably talk about it. She is not a doctor like the rest of the main characters, though I did make her one of the medical student's twins because he grew up on a farm and I grew up at a farmhouse with chickens, and it sounds like a very similar upbringing. So, of course, I made myself Dennis Whitaker's twin, and I, of course, have no doctor skills, except I do know how to pronounce a lot of medication names, unfortunately, because a lot of doctors have tried a lot of medication, because that, unfortunately, is the first go-to. And I've also been misdiagnosed a lot, so yeah. I've been on a lot of medications for the wrong thing, too, so I basically could be a doctor if you think about it with how much time I've spent there, but this is not the point. I made myself my Sona a clinical study subject. I'm also a clinical study subject in real life for gastroparesis because they need to study more about gastroparesis. I don't know, man. There's really no treatment options for it, so I'm a lab rat. That's also what I call myself, a lab rat, in many things in life. So I made that her nickname, like how Dennis has a nickname, Huckleberry, for being on the farm. She is a lab rat. Also, going off topic again, but not really, I made this Sona in perfect time for the new season. There is gonna be a new season, and I'm excited. So, I'm going from shipping fictional gay people to another show where I'm shipping fictional gay people, except this time they're not canon and probably never will be canon, because I do ship Dennis Whitaker and Robbie from The Pit, and I just finished watching Heated Rivalry, and that's canon. So I'm just continuing the ship train, more shipping. Again, as I said, it's the year of cringe, and we're going with it. Okay? I'm going the year of cringe. Let's read fanfiction. Yeah, I'll talk about it. Let's read fanfiction. I read X-Reader fanfiction. That's also really cringy. And why am I admitting that online? Nobody's forcing me to, because I'm saying it's okay to be cringe. We should all be cringe to normalize it, and maybe people won't get bullied as much. Dude, I have no filter, and so in high school, I was very open about my hobbies and interests. Girl, that was apparently a bad decision. I'm playing dating simulators. I'm listening to Hatsune Miku. I'm the biggest loser in high school. But if we make those hobbies not cringe, well, they are cringe, but we normalize the cringe, and then they become cool. Yes? No. Who knows? I mean, anime is becoming cool now. That's actually true. It's becoming mainstream. I've heard. I don't know. I'm not in school anymore. And all the people I talk to are probably cringe too. I'm gonna be honest. So, let me know if it's the year of the cringe. Do you agree? Do you agree that we should be the year of the cringe? Anyway, I didn't even talk about the next drawing I'm doing. This is the OC that I made, Jane, the self-Sona, in the middle. And then next to her, her twin, Dennis Whitaker, who's in the shell. And he's eating a sandwich because he gets in trouble for eating at the workstations. And it just became a meme in the shell. And then next to them, they have Santos, who becomes Dennis's roommate because Dennis was living in the hospital, secretly living in the hospital, mind you. So, like, he's living on an abandoned floor in the hospital. I am trying to imagine what my self-Sona would be doing because they're twins. So she probably also lived on the abandoned floor because, I mean, she's in the hospital enough to do that. I mean, honestly, I could probably do that. No, I would never do that. But, like, fictionally, self-Sona would. That's another thing that's so freeing about self-Sonas or putting yourself into fictional worlds or fan fiction. It gives you the opportunity to live in another world for a little bit. As I talked about earlier, who wouldn't want to escape? And it's healthy to escape for a little while. I mean, therapists literally say when you're feeling too much, take a nap. Sometimes that will help, and then talk to someone about it. A nap kind of resets. And I feel like reading about another world is very similar because instead of sleeping, you're kind of just pretending to be another person for a little bit. Though it can be a little addicting, I will give it that, to feel like someone else for a little bit. However, if everything is bad if you do it too much, so take it as with a grain of salt. Anyway, I just hope this video is encouraging you to be your cringe self. Even if it's not making silly fan art, I want you to do things that other people have put you down for. Because really, it don't matter. And I know that sounds so crazy, like, when you literally probably have trauma from people putting you down for things you like in your whole life. And it makes you shy away from those things. But if people treat you like that in the first place, are they even your friend? And if they're not your friend, why do you care? Saying this to make it sound like it's easy to be cringe, I mean, to me, of course, it comes naturally. No, I mean, some people will view your hobbies as cringe no matter what you do, and it can feel bad. But at a certain point, you just embrace it. That's where I'm at now. The 2026, I'm embracing the cringe, and that's why I'm saying it's the year of the cringe. And that's why we're here, to make the self-sona. And I'm actually considering doing Cringe-tober this year, even though that's way far away, because it's a whole month dedicated to being cringe, and that sounds like something I can get on board with. It's definitely not easy when you're in school to have weird or niche hobbies, but when you exit school, you realize the world is so much bigger than you think it is, and it's scary, but it's freeing, and I hope you all can learn that feeling no matter where you are in life. And feeling is just so important, so I really hope everyone can experience it once in their life, because I think everybody has some sort of niche hobby. There is no way that everybody could have the same interest in the world, because duh, that would be boring, and also humans are all unique. The same person that might find your hobby weird, you might find their hobbies weird. And so it really doesn't matter. Cringe is just a perspective. So if other people think you're cringe, so what? There's other people who won't think you're cringe, and you should just be open to creating weird things. Weird things make the earth fun. And even if someone makes fun of you on the internet, it really doesn't matter, because everybody's attention spans are so freaking short anyway from the internet. It's kind of ruined embarrassment in a bad but good way. Yeah, people are getting dumber, which is obviously not good with AI and all that, but at least people's attention spans are so short, nobody cares. So you can use the population losing its sense of self to make more weird art. And making weird art makes people question things, and maybe it will help some people's attention spans, because they'll stare at your art so long and thinking, what is this person thinking? And that really is the goal of art, to make people look and question the intent behind the piece, not to make fan art self-shipping, no, not self-shipping, jeez, self-sonas. Where was I going with this? Not to make this sound deep, because self-sonas, it's not that deep, it's really not that deep, and it's really just silly and for fun. But I guess in a way it's kind of deep, because if I was doing anything else in the world, would I have the opportunity to make silly art like this that is just for fun and not for monetary gain? It's fun. Of course, I want other people to feel this fun, because it's a feeling I want to share with everyone. But again, not everybody has the art skills that are needed for this. But there's so many ways to be cringe, of course. As I just said, I'm a big reader of ex-reader fan fiction, and that is, I think, also one of the biggest cringiest things that I used to want to hide about myself, but I actually really don't care anymore, because it's fun. It's fun to do cringe things, and I just want other people to be able to share in that fun, and that's what I want from this video. I feel like I'm repeating myself too much. I really have to write a script for videos more often. I'm used to doing video essays as an as many of you know. So, if you want more of those instead of these unscripted ones, comment down below. Or if you like the unscripted chaos that is my brain, comment down below also. Also subscribe for fun since I'm getting it all out there. This was just a little sketch. This one, I was feeling the cringe because I was shipping Huckleberry and Robbie together, okay? And then his twin also has to be shipped with another character, but it's not me, okay? It's Jane. It's Jane. Because it would be too weird if it wasn't for me. No, I'm doing it. I'm going back on the cringe. It's the year of the cringe. Remember, guys, you just witnessed live me going back on my statements. So we have to remind each other it's okay to be cringe. I made my character also have the same illnesses as me, of course, because I often do that, because there is no representation in my life. So yeah, this is just a sketch. I didn't color this one because I needed to get this video out tomorrow, okay? So I'm gonna show you the finished product. There we have Jane and what she carries in her pocket. Vomit bags, of course, just like real life me. And then we have them as a group, Santos, Whitaker, and Jane Whitaker. And then, of course, I have to be drawing fan art inside the own world I made. Well, I didn't make the pit, but I have to be drawing fan art of characters while I'm inside still making fan art. Man, fanception, cringeception. I've somehow still managed to do it. And wow, this video was all over the place, but I really hope you liked it. I thought new year, new rambling, maybe? Anyway, please like the video if you like the video. Of course, that was a little weird to say. Man, this video is so unhinged. Anyway, most importantly, everyone, stay weird. Bye.